Ah, this is nice. Sometimes you just gotta slow down. I think maybe in life it is kind of really important to figure out how to do that. I see people all the time, like so many people make all of their money and everything off of selling to the world. They go faster, go harder, push yourself, break down the boundaries, you know what I mean? And they preach like this idea that in order to be successful, you have to just basically live in utter chaos and yeah, don't make time for yourself and just nothing but hard work and sacrifice. And I think they're true to an extent, but I think a lot of them go like way overkill on the whole idea, just because that's like they have to look like the best of the best of the best in order to continue to sell their product, you know what I mean? To continue to sell themselves to the public. Like, look at me, I am the very most highest echelons of do every single thing in the entire world and go to the gym 3 times a day and run 40 miles a week and it's like, yeah, that's great, dude. But I think there's more to life than just that. Like, obviously we need to get successful, right? But not all of us are going to be David Goggins at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like, being David Goggins is just only what David Goggins is. You know what I mean? There's only one David Goggins, you know? There's only one freaking, I don't know, who are the guys on Shark Tank? There's only those guys. Those are the Shark Tank guys. You know what I mean? And I'm sure that there's people like them or whatever, but nobody's the same. I'm not in a great place to talk, but I would like to prove to the world that you don't have to live like you don't have to live the life that somebody else is telling you, basically, in order to be successful. Like, the ideas that other people put in your head of what life is and what life should be and what you need to do in order to achieve blank is all just their own life. And you are just a unique human being with your own brain, your own soul, and your own life to live. And your life is not going to be the same as someone else's. It just won't be. And so with that in mind, you know, who are you? What are you supposed to do? You know, what are you meant to be? You know, are you meant to go run 40 miles every day and be able to squat 400 pounds and freaking, I don't know, own 50 fucking businesses and conquer the whole world? You know, is that what you're meant to be? I mean, not everybody's meant to conquer the world. There's a lot of people in life that just live average. You know, they never really achieve anything. You know, they just have kids and a family, and that's just kind of what they do. The sun is coming. You can see it creeping. It's right in my eye. It makes me start like having to squint. I think spiritually, getting in touch like with your spiritual self and getting in touch with like God and whatnot, I don't think that has anything to do with pushing yourself to the absolute limits and running around like a crazy maniac all the time and doing all that. I think a lot of times, you know, getting in touch with who you are and your soul and your purpose requires slowing down, you know? I think all of the people who are showing us I'm doing all this shit makes you think that, you know, I should be doing that too. I need to be doing that too. And so you just clutter your mind with just chaos. You clutter your mind with chaos and just so much stuff that gets in the way of you being who you truly are, because you feel you have this FOMO that you're going to be missing out on something. But guess what, bro? Like, it's already life. We're already living it. Your timer already started. Your clock already started. This is it, you know? No matter if you make $40 million and have 10 houses and drive a nice car and eat, you know, top of the line food your whole life, or if you're just an average Joe and you're living the life to your best of your ability. See, maybe I'll sit up for a little bit. You know, maybe you're just a normal guy at the end of the day. I don't really think that is going to make very much of a difference when it comes down to the fact of the matter being that you live a life and it's going to feel the same regardless, I think. Like, I think you're going to have highs and lows. I think you're going to wake up every day and walk outside and look at the same world as everyone else. I think that when you burn your finger, it's going to hurt the same whether or not you have $50 million or $20. You know what I mean? Like, I think sitting on the beach, watching the sunset, drinking a margarita, whether you have $40 million or it's your one family vacation that you can take every year, is going to feel the exact same. You're going to perceive the exact same reality, you know? So something hurts in my nose. So there's a lot of that to life where nothing's going to really change. Like, we are all equipped with the same feelings physically and internally. We're all gonna feel the same regardless if the girl we love cheats on us. So you can't really, I don't think money doesn't necessarily affect feelings like that. It's not like you're gonna feel more with more money. But it is nice to have it to, you know, make your life a lot easier, be able to worry about other things and stress about other things. So there is definitely, you definitely want to be rich and you definitely would rather be the guy with 40 million than the guy with $20. Like I think that people saying that I think that's somebody saying that, like, you don't need, like, there's definitely a difference, and it definitely is great to have that. I think having $20 just sucks. It does, overall, and having $40 million is good. So that is there is a distinct difference between that. So I'm not just saying don't try in life, because even if you make $40 million, you don't care about, like, it doesn't matter, you're the same as the guy with $20. No, you're not the same as the guy with $20. You drive a Ferrari, you know, you live in a giant house, and you have a hot tub that you can sit in every night and stare at the stars, beautiful wife and family, and yeah, you can live your life stress-free. You can retire right now. Life is chilling. But that's not gonna change the ways that you feel. It's just gonna make your life more abundant and relaxed. So you definitely want to be that guy with 40 million. You definitely want to try for that. But I want to say that you don't have to. I think that there's a big part of success. Like, I think that there is some people who sacrifice themselves and who they are and everything and their whole soul in order to get it. Basically, I think there's people who, like, basically sell their soul to get that. And then I think that there's people who get in touch with their soul and God and who they are in order to achieve that. And I think a lot of people who, like, sell their soul in order to get that think that that's the only way. And so that's just, like, what they preach a lot of times, is just, like, sacrifice everything and who you are or whatever. But I think when it comes to, like, walking the path that God kind of has for you, and yeah, just becoming who you are and fulfilling what your soul desires, and yeah, just being your truest self, who you're meant to be. I think that has nothing to do with the grind, or maybe something to do with the grind, but I think that is something that you should take priority in first. And it requires finding out who you are, which means slowing down a lot of the time and taking a step back and looking at the nature, laying out in the sun, feeling it on your face. Just feeling. It requires feeling. It's really hard to feel yourself and to find who you are when your brain is so chaotic and cluttered with so much things. And it's for some reason extremely painful to try and to do it in general. Like, you want to run from who you are. It's not, like, easy to become that person for whatever reason. And maybe it's because we're, like, conditioned as kids, like, through our whole school system, and we're learning to put on the mask or whatever. I don't know. I'm not saying that I know. That's just like a fucking theory that I've seen before, where it's like, oh yeah, we're conditioned as kids in blah, 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 day one. I definitely feel my parents and their, like, whipped conditioning, they only see things in one way. They don't have, like, a perspective of, like, spirituality very much, and all of those things. They just lived a tough life, and that's kind of what they live. They expect it to just be the same for you. And if you're not sacrificing everything like they did, you know, if you're not out sacrificing everything, working 24/7, and then, like, out in the club partying and making tons of mistakes, and if you're not out there just being a complete maniac, then there's something wrong with you. They make you feel bad for that, like you're wrong, or you're different, or you're gonna be a stepbrother, like stepbrothers. You're gonna just be a fucking nobody and nothing, even if what you're working on is something beautiful and amazing, you know, like learning how to love yourself and to be able to just appreciate the air, how it smells good, the light and the sun, to be able to appreciate the two little dogs, even though they went and rolled in something nasty and stink, and they like to tear up tissues and they're annoying, but they're still like your little best friends. They're little buddies, and they're just adorable little creatures. And they're fascinating. And to look at your family and just be grateful for them. It can be really tough to be the person. It can be really tough, all of those things. And there's a lot of things, and what I'm saying is there's a lot of things in life that tell you to basically stop being yourself, to ignore those feelings within inside of you. And there's programming all over the place that punishes you. Like, literally, people in your life, or your boss or your manager, will literally punish you for having those thoughts and your feelings. Your parents will literally punish you for having those feelings. And your friends will punish you for having those feelings. Literally, people will attack you for feeling that way, and literally tell you you're crazy for acknowledging what's in your heart. You know, That's a tough thing. So what I'm saying is, the point of what I'm saying, all of this, is just really follow your heart, dude. And your life doesn't have to look like you can be taking giant steps in the right direction and not moving anywhere at the same time. Like, just because my bank account isn't growing, just because I don't have a girlfriend, just because I'm not at work every day, just because there's a lot of things in my life that don't look like they're moving at all, and I'm just focused on doing just a few little things, I'm still taking giant steps in the right direction, massive steps in the right direction. And the FOMO of that, I'm missing out on my youth, and I'm missing out on my opportunities and things or whatnot. I don't let it get to me, because I listen to my heart, and I'm listening to my heart and what I feel, and I'm doing what I think is right. And that's not easy a lot. A lot of times that's really not easy, because everybody has something to say about it, and it's really hard to get support on the way up. Nobody supports you on the way up. Your family fucking is really hard to get to support you on the way up, and they fight, they try to break you, you know? They might support, like my family helps me, but they also simultaneously are trying to get me to change and be like them, and it's painful. And so yeah, when they say nobody's got your back, nobody's there for you on the way up, and then you make it, and then and then all the support comes. It's very true. And you can see why. It's because you're crazy until you're a genius. The world is tough, and nobody's ever seen it done the way that you're thinking about doing it. No one's ever been you before. No one's ever seen you before. You're not like anybody else. You're different. And that is scary. That is crazy. That is insane. That's wrong. That's a lot of terrible, terrible things, until one day you're a genius and people go, oh man, look he did it. And for when people ask me how I did it, I want to tell them that I followed my heart, and I had faith in God and my life path, and I loved myself and embraced who I was, and just was passionate about what I wanted to do. And even when it was really hard, I had faith and stuck to it, and just took steps in the right direction every day, trying to be just full of love and kindness. And that's how I made it. It wasn't through listening to anybody else, really. It was through following my heart. And that's what I want. I want for everybody to do that too. But right now I'm still just crazy, so it sucks. I'm tired of being crazy, dude. It sucks. I'm tired of being crazy. I'm tired of just being crazy. I don't want to be crazy anymore. I just want to be able to get past the part where I'm crazy. You know, like, I feel like I've had enough experience being the crazy guy. I can relate. I have the understanding now. I am ready to move past that point and on to the next. So yeah, please subscribe. Follow me. Please help me reach that next step in life. And I want to do great things and make an awesome impact on the world, and that's what I'm passionate about doing. And so you supporting me is supporting yourself if you are like me. Yeah, and you supporting me is like you supporting yourself and your big dreams that you have inside, and that's what I'm trying to do. And I want to help others do the same, and I want to create opportunity. I want to do a lot of things, and I don't know how I'm going to get there yet, but I'm going to do it. So please support me, follow me, share for me, or whatever. Let's get it rolling, dude. I'm tired of being crazy. Tired of being crazy. Anyways, I love you guys. Literally, I love you guys. This is what I do. This is what I do. I'm a creator, an artist. I want to shoot, like, everything in life that gives me value and joy is sharing the love with you guys. So yeah, anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope this helps you on your journey of your own. And please share with me your own journey if you're going through it as well, because I feel all alone all the time. But my brother is with me on this journey too, which I'm so grateful for. Thank you guys.